Cows are good swimmers. They are able to stand in the water for many hours with their heads above water because they have a well-developed set of collar muscles which helps them do this, unlike other animals, mainly because of these muscle structures. They don't have any problems even staying in the water overnight. How long can cows swim? The short answer to this question is that it depends on the breed of the cow, the size and age of the cow. Some cows can swim for a few hours while others may only be able to swim for a few minutes before becoming exhausted. An average-sized mature dairy cow probably has a swimming endurance of around 15 to 20 minutes before she tires enough that she has to stand or float in order to keep her head above water. A large beef breed mature cow should have close to 30 to 40 minutes before she becomes tired from swimming. Their larger body weights make them far more buoyant in the water, which helps them stay afloat longer without having to exert much energy. A younger, smaller cow probably won't be able to swim as long as a larger mature cow. Swimming cows should not enter a pool without enough depth. Even the deepest area of your pool may not be sufficient for a swimming cow or large steer to stand in order to rest and recover from their strenuous efforts. Cows sink very quickly if they try to stand up after swimming even a short distance across a pool. If you have one particular area that is deeper than the rest of your pool, then providing an access ramp will allow her easy entry into the deep water and she can just wade into it instead of having to swim across it all at once, which can be tiring for her. Can cows swim underwater? The answer is no. Cows do not go underwater, but they will walk into the water if the depth is shallow enough that their entire body up to their eyes remains above the surface of the ground. If you give a cow a running start and a push from behind, however, there's a good chance it will swim across a river or lake. Cows do not possess sufficient dexterity to move their legs independently of one another. This gives them poor footing on even ground, let alone in moving water. Cows will also tire themselves out trying to swim across a body of water because cows are large, heavy animals that produce very little energy for swimming. The cow must exert itself enough so that its entire body remains above the surface of the water, but it should exert itself only as much as necessary to keep its nose up so it can breathe. If you push your couch into a pool and open her eyes, she'll flap around until she's worn herself out and drowns. Can cows swim in the ocean? Yes, cows can swim in the ocean. Cows are mammals, and both land mammals and marine mammals exist. It is not normal for a cow to be in the water, but it happens sometimes, especially if there is no other way out of a desperate situation. A cow's natural habitat is on land, so they would prefer not to go into the water unless there was no other choice. Cows have very heavy bodies, which makes swimming difficult for them because it takes more effort than most animals to move under their own weight when in the water. The average cow at around 1,000 pounds may be able to swim about 20 to 30 minutes before becoming too tired to continue. This would be quite an amazing feat for a land animal who spends most of its time eating and sleeping. Can Highland cows swim? Highland cows are known for their docile nature and gentle disposition, but do they like to swim? The answer is yes. Highland cattle like water. They're actually very good swimmers too. They were originally bred in the Highlands of Scotland, an area that gets quite cold with high elevations and often rainy weather. The breed was developed mostly by farmers who needed a hardy cow adaptable to their wet and windy conditions. As such, the breed has developed thick coats and strong constitutions that enable them to survive year-round no matter what the weather or geography might be like. This means there's nothing stopping them from enjoying a dip in the lake on a hot summer day any more than you or I would.